Can I Not Marry? Audio web novel chapter 59, Days of Working with the President. 1. Early in the morning, Du Lacey got dragged out of bed by Lian Jun, ready for work. She was only fully awake once she was sitting in the car. Hastily she said, "No, this won't do, I want to get off." "Are you regretting it now?" Lian Jun asked. "No." Du Lacey's face was twisted. "If I go to work in your car, wouldn't the entire company know I have a relationship with you?" "That's too. Don't you want to have a relationship with me?" the president asked in a displeased tone. "This is not the key point. The key point is that nasty gossip spread particularly fast. If I'm seen by others from the company sitting in your car, they wouldn't think I am your wife. Instead they'll think I am trying to seduce you." Hoo. She feels really forced. "That makes sense." Du Lacey felt complacent. "What do you think? You also think what I said is right? Why?" Lian Jun nodded. "You are really trying to seduce me." Du Lacey. As a result, her protest did not succeed. 20 minutes later, the president parked his car at the company's parking lot downstairs. Before getting out of the car, Du Lacey had a guilty feeling. She observed her surroundings for a long time. After determining there wasn't anyone present, she opened the door and trying to get out. Suddenly, her hand that was trying to open the door was caught. Du Lacey had a nervousness she never felt before. Don't be like this. It's already too late." Lian Jun stamped his lips on hers. The first it was lightly, after pulling away for a few seconds before he pressed his lips on hers once again. His kiss was like a raging storm, leaving person breathless. Her entire body was pressed onto the back of the car seat. Under his weight and desires, her mood suddenly became both excited and nervous. It sort of felt like they were having a love affair. This striking one kiss has created numerous of creases and wrinkles on her new shirt. A number of her buttons were undone, revealing her chest and pink bra. Du Lacey was aware of his burning glazes and realized that the emerged spring sunshine have livened up the world. Hurriedly she tried to do up her buttons while her face reddened. However, Lian Jun was one step ahead of her. Carefully he helped her button back, each button at a time. Du Lacey sat there stunned, letting his fingers unintentionally sweep across the skin on her chest. She also seemed to feel his fingers sensitively teasing her nerves. Before she knew it, he has wrapped her tightly, not allowing others to see her hickeys from last night. With this, Lian Jun nodded with satisfaction. He helped her adjust her collar, then cupping a certain person's stunned face, saying, Ben, to get out of the car." Ben, President, when did you have the bad habits of giving others nicknames?" "Wait a minute." Du Lacey helped Lian Jun adjust his tie, then gave a flattering smile. "I don't want the entire company to know of our relationship. Is it possible? Give me a reason." "President, you are really perverted. This thing doesn't need reasons." Du Lacey thought for a moment and said very seriously, "If other employees know that I use relations to enter the company, the impact wouldn't be good. This is a very creative reason." Du Lacey was stunned and embarrassed. "Then just take it as I'm going on an incognito." "Oh." Under Lian Jun's amusing glaze, Du Lacey summoned up her courage to continue. "You see, in such a big company, it's efficient and reliable to have someone to report everything that happens within. Having me at reception to collect information for you, you'll be able to grasp the information firsthand." She boldly patted her chest, vowing her guarantee. "Stop patting. It's flat enough as it is." Lian Jun timely reminded her. Quote. "President, I'm discussing important business with you. Can you concentrate, please? Greater than ______. All right, I'll agree to it." The president's golden mouth has been opened. Du Lacey got what she wanted, so she opened the car door and slipped out. "Why are you leaving so quickly?" Lian Jun grabbed onto her. "We're on a secret mission, so we mustn't be exposed. I'll go ahead first," she said, and like a loach, swiftly disappeared from the parking lot. After escaping the president's clutches, Du Lacey happily reported to the front desk. A capable receptionist who appeared to be in her 30s, with the temperament of a queen. "What's your name?" "Du Lei," she replied. "Isn't it Du Lacey?" Du Lacey was embarrassed. Did the president leak out such important information without her consent? I just changed my name. Is it?" The woman frowned. "It looks like they're going to be very disappointed." "What?" Du Lacey asked. "Nothing." The woman shook her head. "My name is Sue Marley. I'm the head receptionist here. From today, you're going to work here. Do you know what the front desk represent?" Well, for a moment Du Lacey didn't know what to say. "The front desk is responsible for welcoming the guests. We represents the image of a company, the most important thing for the company, so I hope from now on you'll groom your hair neatly before returning to the company." Du Lacey suddenly remembered what she did in the car and realized she haven't tied up her messy hair. "President, it's all your fault." Greater than _____. Sue Marley passed Du Lacey a paper bag. "These are your uniform. After you changed into them, I will take you to see your colleagues. Remember, your speed has to be fast. Time is money." Du Lacey hurriedly took the bag and ran to the locker room. The locker room was in the east of the building, and Du Lacey asked numerous people before finding the right place. Just as she was about to change into her uniform, a person came out of the shadows. Du Lacey was surprised, but she heard the man say, "I haven't seen you before. You wouldn't be that new colleague, Condom." Plop. Du Lacey almost fell on the ground. She must strangle the bastard who helped promote her name to the entire company. I have to change my name. She distressedly tried to explain. She stared at the woman appeared to be 20 years old with a radiant baby face, exuding a gossip temperament. No, it can't be. The woman had a disappointed expression while saying, "I have already told the others that there's a new colleague named Du Lacey. Why did you change your name? It's you. So it turned out to be you." Du Lacey suppressed the impulse to strangle her, and asked, "How did you know my name?" "Jason told me." So it turned out to be you. Jason, I curse you to have gynecological disease." In Du Lacey's heart she cursed him 100,000 times. Achoo. Jason, who was in the middle of giving Lian Jun a report, sneezed. "Have you caught a cold?" Lian Jun asked. Jason rubbed his nose. Strange, recently the president became more concerned for others. Before, if this happens, he always chose to ignore it. "Nothing." Jason shook his head, and suddenly he remembered something, said, "Oh yes, that's right. Is Madam really going to start working in our company?" Lian Jun turned a page of the file and nodded. "She's already here. But, is it all right letting Madam work at reception?" "What's wrong with it?" Lian Jun raised his head and asked. "What I meant is, she's the president's wife, publicly exposing her face. Isn't it somewhat inappropriate?" Jason rubbed his sweat. OMG, he almost blurted out the words disgraceful. "It's okay." Lian Jun's complexion was uncertain. Besides, it's not the first time she has done disgraceful things. Quote ellipsis quote. And, Lian Jun paused, looked at Jason. "Do you think that the employees at our company know that she is my wife?" Jason suddenly felt an unknown pressure hit his head as he was covered with cold sweats. Not likely, not likely. Lian Jun. "And if they ask?" Jason. "Then I'll say she's my cousin." Seeing Lian Jun didn't appear to have any objection, Jason breathed a sigh of relief, and said, "President, if there's nothing else, I will withdraw." Then slowly to withdraw out of the office. "Take care, uncle." Jason's legs became soft, his knees almost hit the ground. "President, if you have anything you're not satisfied with, just tell me directly. Can you not be so scary? This old man can't bear to be tossed about by you.